Now, we all know the Dark Winter, right? This is the named vector with Perfect Killer. Now, about a week and a half ago, we were given a brand new set of projects called the Game Pass event. And the Game Pass event is tied to your shepherding ranks and all of that. However, once you do a few of those projects, you will be given the Caretaker. So the Perfect Killer talent that used to just be on the Dark Winter is now on a new assault rifle. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the new assault rifle. I'm going to show you a build that you can use with it. And when everything is said and done, you can hit with over 300 crit hit damage with no Umbra, no nothing like that. Just pure crit damage. Check it out. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video, and shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's build video, I'm going to bring you a Perfect Killer build with over 310 crit hit damage, and that is with no Umbra, no gear sets like that, just pure high-end items, and, well, you know, one of the exotics. But hey, I'm not going to spoil anything. If it sounds cool and all, well, sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's cool to see where everyone is from. But I set up all of my build videos the same way, so I'll show you the build breakdown first, and then we will go into all of the gameplay. That way, you see how the build is put together, and then you can see how I use it. But all right. Let's start off with the build breakdown. Now, starting off at the top, we have the Firewall specialization. Now, you can use whatever specialization you want. However, I am using the Firewall specialization for the Tactical Short Grip. Now, this gives you an extra 5% crit hit damage just from using this attachment. So yes, you could use a normal short grip, but that will only give you 10% crit damage, where the Tactical will give you 15. So when everything is said and done, just on paper, we're sitting at 60 and 201, and that's without the modifiers, because I want to show you what it is without the modifiers, because it gets even higher with the modifiers. Now, talking about the weapon, this is the Caretaker. Now, everyone gets a Caretaker that is fully God rolled whenever they finish those projects. So let me show you the projects really quick. Go to your map, toggle over to projects, and it's going to be this one right here. Like I said, the Game Pass event. So you have another, 2.5 days of doing this. But what you do is you gain Shepherd ranks, and whenever you do that, you will also get the Caretaker. Now again, it is fully God rolled, so everyone gets the exact same assault rifle. And it is a brand new named G36. So the RPM is a little low at 750, but it's all right. It has a 50-round magazine, and it has Perfect Killer for that talent. Now, like I said, it's just like the Dark Winter, so you can see right here next to each other, they are both the exact same. So killing an enemy with a crit hit will grant you 90% crit hit damage for 10 seconds. Now, my Dark Winter and my Caretaker have the exact same setup. Everything's maxed out with damage to targets out of cover as that bottom attribute. Now, the difference here is the expertise. So yes, my Caretaker's at 21 with my Dark Winter at 28. Now, the new max for expertise is 30, so neither one of these are max, so you could get this to hit even harder. Now, as far as my secondary and sidearm, you can use whatever you want. I am truly just using the AR, but I wanted to show you what it was like with the Dark Winter. Now, my sidearm is the backup boomstick, but again, you can use whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with. Now, as far as the skills, again, use whatever it is you want. However, because I am using the Firewall specialization, I am utilizing the Striker Shield, and I am pairing that up with the Jammer Pulse. Now, as far as the build setup, you just need the Caretaker and or Dark Winter with this build setup. Now, if you do not want to use Glass Cannon or Perfect Glass Cannon, it's fine. You could just use a Providence chest here with Obliterate, and that could be a great substitute. But with today's video, I am showing you the named variant with Perfect Glass Cannon just because you hit a lot harder. Now, yes, you can use a normal Providence with Obliterate. That works just fine, but I do highly recommend trying out the Perfect Glass Cannon. Now, as far as the build setup, I do have 2 blue core attributes giving us 1.2 million armor. Everything is really set up for crit. So we have 2 pieces of Providence for the crit chance. We have 1 piece Cheska for the crit chance. We have Grupo for the crit hit damage. And then I have Fenris for the base damage of the AR. Now, this is just purely a crit build. So if you want to go more multiplicatives or anything like that, it's going to be a different build. This is all purely to go for crit damage and crit chance. Now, again, my modifiers are turned off because I wanted to show you what the numbers were like before the modifiers, because you can actually get well over the 60% crit chance cap with the new modifiers. Now, looking at the build itself, let's start with the mask. So I am using the Coyote's mask because of the talent pack instincts. So you and your allies will gain a crit buff based off of the distance you are from the enemy you're hitting. So if you're up close to the enemy, you and everyone on your team get crit hit damage at 25%. If you're mid-range, 15 to 25 meters away from your enemy, you'll get 10 crit chance and 10 crit damage. But if you are very far away from your enemy, 25 meters plus, everyone gets a lot of crit chance of 25%. I mean, pretty cool. However, the way I'm using the build, we're going to be up close and personal. That way we get all of the crit damage because we do not need the crit chance. Now, as far as the attributes for the mask, we have weapon damage for the core, double crit with a crit damage mod. Going down to the chest piece, this is the Sacrifice. So the Sacrifice is the named variant of the Providence chest, but you can see at the bottom there, I do have a normal Providence with Obliterate that you could use just as well.
You have received an invite to a
now, as far as the Sacrifice chest piece, this is the named variant that comes with Perfect Glass Cannon. So this amplifies your damage by 30%. However, you take more incoming damage of 60%. It is pretty brutal, but you hit like a Mack truck. So it is worth it. Now, as far as the Providence brand set bonuses for this build, we get headshot and crit chance for those bonuses. For the attributes, we have weapon damage for the core, double crit with a crit damage mod. But again, you could use something like this one, Providence with Obliterate, and you'd be just fine. Going down to the other piece of Providence, we have the holster. Now, the Providence defense holster has armor for the core and double crit. For the backpack, I do have a Grupo Sombra backpack. Now, this one with Vigilance. Now, Vigilance only works if you're not getting hit by an enemy. It does deactivate, and it will be disabled for 4 seconds if you get hit by an enemy. However, if you catch them off guard or you're using your shield, what have you, you can utilize that 25% increase of weapon damage and burn them all down before they have time to react. Now, as far as the brand set bonus for Grupo, we do get crit hit damage of 13%. For the attributes, we have weapon damage for the core, double crit with a crit damage mod. Going down to the gloves, these are the Cheska gloves. Now, the Cheska brand set bonus for this build, we get crit chance. For the attributes, we have armor for the core and double crit. And finally, the knee pads. Now, I'm using Fenris just to lift up that base damage, but you could probably use Improvised if you want to go even more crit. But I did want to up my base damage just a little bit, so we went with Fenris. Because the Fenris brand set bonus gives you 10% AR damage bonus, and we do have weapon damage for the core and double crit for those attributes. And that is the build, everybody. Pretty standard crit build with high-end items and the Coyote's mask. I am using the Glass Cannon Vigilance old school meta, not bad, and pairing that up with Perfect Killer on both the AR and SMG. Now, you can use both of those weapons with the shield, and you can stagger your enemies with the Jammer Pulse. Pretty cool. Now, with the stats, this is before the modifiers. We're sitting at 121 for the weapon damage, just under 49 for PvP. We're at max crit chance, 201 crit damage before the bonuses. Remember, you get 25% from the mask, and you get 90% from the weapon. So that's another 110% just right there. What, 115% actually. So you can get well over 300 to what, 316 when everything is said and done. Pretty damn cool. Now, as far as the headshot, 88% because of that Providence. We do have some health damage, and that damage to targets at a cover. For the offensive tab, we are at 91% all weapons damage bonus and 40% AR damage bonus. So every time we're using the Caretaker, we are sitting at 131% damage bonus total. For the gear talents, we do have Vigilance, Perfect Glass Cannon, and Pack Instincts. We are actually over 1.2 million armor. We're at the max of 363k health, and we do have 10% explosive and hazard protection, but that's due to my watch level. So here's my disclaimer for all my build videos. I am sitting at watch level 13,366. That means all these boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. Now, if you are at or above shade level 1000, you'll have the exact same setup. You can copy and paste the build and get the exact same numbers and results. And then you can start worrying about expertise. However, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these boxes are not going to be maxed out. So when you go to copy and paste my build, some of your numbers might be a little bit lower. It's okay. Don't freak out. It's still a great build to use, I promise you. Just put the build together and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, as far as expertise, there is absolutely nothing. Actually, my specialization and my sidearm are maxed out. But that doesn't really make or break the build at all. So you can make the weapons hit harder, you can make the build a little tankier, and you can make the skills even better with more expertise. But hey, that's where I'm at right now. Not too shabby. I'm really loving this setup, and now it's time to show you some gameplay. Now, before I do, let me show you what it's like with the modifiers on. That way I can show you the actual numbers. So now we're sitting at 65 crit chance. And when I pop my active modifier, you will see that I get all crit hits. And the DPS is ridiculous, even with 2 blue core attributes. So let me show you these numbers that you can take down for reference, and then we'll jump over to the gameplay. So to get the Perfect Killer activated, you have to get a kill. So Perfect Killer, you have to get a kill with a crit hit. So let's go ahead and do 5 meters. And we have to wait for my active modifier to come back. Okay. So before any procs, we're at what, 898 for a crit. Now we're over 1 million with killer. Oop, that was 1.2 million right there. So you can see all these crits. It went up to 1.3 million there. All right. So just normal, we're at like about a 7 million, okay? Now with the active modifier, check this out. Now we're at 1.2 million per bullet. Look at that, 14 million on the DPS, 15 million on the DPS, 16 million on the DPS. Look at that. That is insane. And that's before we use anything else. You see that? All crits. And we're about to hit 17 million on that DPS. And it can keep going up higher and higher as long as we keep popping that active modifier and getting all those crits. But again, the Perfect Killer does not activate until you get a crit kill. So just remember that. Make sure you're critting on all these enemies, and then you'll get that activated talent, and the rest is history. But all right, that's it for me. I'm Kamikazevondoom. If you felt those helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, hit the thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But let's jump over to the gameplay. Peace out, and roll that footage. So depending on if you use modifiers or not, that would actually dictate the type of crit that you get for the build. So if you have the modifiers turned on, you have over max crit chance. And if you have them turned off, you are just sitting at max crit chance. So for the gameplay, I guess I should probably show you what it's like without the modifiers. That way, if you have the modifiers active, it's even better for you. So we'll try it out this way. Heroic 4 directives. And this will give us no modifiers because the classified assignments do not carry over the modifiers.
True Sons have this area locked down. You're gonna need to breach the entrance.
All right, here we go. And then I can show you, instead of the 66 crit chance, now we're just at 60. So it does deactivate your modifiers while you're in here, just so you know. That way I show you what this build is like watered down, and then when you put on all the modifiers, it gets even better. All right, here we go. But you can see we're already hitting over 1.2 million, 1.4 million. And that's the same. Look at that. 1.2 million per bullet. Okay, who's left? Where? Where's he at? Oh. Hello.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Secure the vault. We can't afford to lose that ordnance. Copy that.
Smart. Sounds like they repurposed the bank's vault to secure their weapons. So that's where you need to go.
And here we go. Ooh, snap. Man, that shotgunner was trying me. Keep shooting my box. There we go. Oh, I got myself with that. That's hilarious. Oh, am I gonna die from that bleed? Oh my gosh. I think I must just took myself out. What do you know? Oh, and the fragile armor's messed up. Watch. Look at that.
Copy that. Sending reinforcements.
Nope. I just popped. Oh, man. Now I've got fragile armor. Okay, okay. I wish they would fix fragile armor, man. It's so dumb. Like, why even put the directive back in the game when you know it's been broken for years? Like, now I have this, you know, one fragile armor for the entirety of this because it won't go away. It's just not. Kind of crappy, that's all. Yeah.
Terminal detected.
Agent, check that computer for intel. Might just light up what the True Sons have been doing here.
All right. Nice little quick classified assignment. And we flew through that, and that was even with the fragile armor messing up, and that's with no modifiers. Just fly through
The
content.
intel you picked up was an analysis of our defenses at the White House. The True Sons identified several vulnerable areas in our perimeter. We can use this info to shore up our defenses. Good work, Agent.
Oh man, I just gained what, like 3 levels? Holy moly. GG's. GG's. But again, that's with Perfect Killer. And then whenever you activate your active modifiers or use, you know, the right passive modifiers, you can get this to hit even harder. It is ridiculously strong. Now, just for some of you that enjoy PvP, let me just show you what it's like in PvP, and then we'll get you out of here. I personally would never use this in PvP. just because Perfect Killer, it only procs after a crit kill, and that's a lot harder in PvP than you would think. So I wouldn't typically use this talent in PvP. I would use something more like, Optimist or Ranger or Flatline or Sadist. Something to where I know it's guaranteed I'm going to get that weapon boost. Where Perfect Killer, it's kind of up in the air if you're not able to actually get that crit hit. But here, let me change my shield because I also do not use a shield in PvP. And we will be on it. Now, we are getting the triple XP still until Tuesday, so that's good. There we go. All right. Oh, and now we're in a PvP game. And this will be your PvP gameplay portion of the video. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we get thrown into. Oh, we actually get put into a lobby, so that's good. And this is going to be with your caretaker. Just remember, I am using the caretaker in PvP. All right. Let's see what our team's using. The opponent's Umbra, Foundry, Umbra, and Obliterate. Okay. We have Unbreakable, Striker, and Glass Cannon. Okay. Let's have some fun. So this is going to be your PvP portion. Just remember. The game mode is called Skirmish, so it is 4v4 PvP. First team to 20 kills wins. And here's my good-looking group of teammates here. Here we go, here we go. Hopefully we have a good game. Skirmish! And run.
The enemy before your reinforcements are spent.
I'm really not a fan of how slow the caretaker shoots, but we'll see how it goes. And again, Perfect Killer, you have to get a crit kill, so there's that.
Hostile explosive Seeker mine detected.
Got him. Very good.
An agent needs assistance. Hostile Stinger hive detected.
Yeah, they're all alive. Yeah. Push, push, push. Yep, good shot. Good, 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 good. Dude, it shoots so slow. But it does work. So that's good. It shoots hella slow, though. Is there anyone back here? Nope. Alright, keep pushing.
Agent down.
Oh, behind. Got him. Got him. Patch yourself up, soldier. You're still in the fight. Mm-mm.
Boost about to activate.
Shit. I'm hurting.
Boost online.
I am hurting. They push me, I'm dead. Oh, shit. There's one behind us. There's
Hostile
one behind
explosive
us.
Seeker mine detected.
Oh. there was one behind us. Where'd he go?
An agent needs assistance.
I don't see him. I got you.
The boost is being taken by allies.
Alright, push.
Agent down.
We have damage.
Allies have acquired the boost.
I'm gonna go up top. There's way too much going on. We have 2 people that are way behind us. Street side. Yep, I see. Back up.
An agent needs assistance.
Where was that? Street side? I'm looking. Yeah, I see him over there. Way over there in the cars. Where's that from? Oh, I see. I want him to push out. Yeah, let him push out. Yeah, we're up by 6.
I'm sending you a specialization supply drop.
Just chill. I was about to take you out over there in the street. Alright, I've got it on watch.
Agent down. Hostile Stinger hive detected. An agent needs assistance.
I'll give it till about 20. Yo, they killed everyone else. Street side. Yeah, they're all street side, I guess.
Supply drop being claimed by friendly.
Yep, you got it.
The specialization supply drop was just picked up by a friendly.
I see him still street side.
You're halfway through the fight.
And they're still going street side.
Hostile artificer hive detected.
Bro.
Hostile explosive seeker mine detected.
We're up by so many, I don't know why they keep going street. Like, they're pulling them that way on purpose. Whoa! See? They're shooting through the cars. Yeah, they got me through that red car.
Agent down.
Whoop. Yeah, now they're pushing. See? We went from up by 6 to up by 2. Come on, guys. This is just stupid.
0.
You played into their game. We had the higher ground, we had the boost, we had the special, and then we're over here, like, chasing them into the streets. I mean, come on. Look like one guy's running a sniper, 2 of them are Umbra, and another guy's a tank build. So now they've got us in our spawn. Yeah, this is bad positioning. So now we have to rush up top, because if we die, they're street side so hard.
Boost about to come online.
Oh, they're street side, bro. Come on, go up top, go up top, go up top. Come on. We're up by 2. Come on.
Boost now active.
Ooh, boost. Boost is their side. We see it, we see it. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. just ran out.
The enemy is acquiring the boost. And the enemy has acquired the boost.
Hmm.
An agent needs assistance.
Yeah, bro, they have damage.
Hostile explosive seeker mine detected.
There are no more rogue reinforcements.
Yeah, we got him. Got him. Oh! He's in the corner, far left corner. Oh man, yeah, there's 3 of them. I'm backing up.
I've sent a specialization supply drop your way.
Yeah, we still have 2 minutes. There's 3 of them though. I mean, unless all 3 of them are sitting in their spawn. Well,
Agent down.
got one of them.
A friendly is claiming the supply drop. The specialization supply drop has been claimed by an ally.
I don't know. If I go into their spawn, I die like instantly.
Hostile explosive seeker mine detected. Boost about to activate.
Give me the boost. Give me the boost. I'm gonna
An
get
agent
out of here.
needs assistance.
Time's almost out.
Street side.
Boost online. Agent down. Allies are acquiring the boost.
Ooh, yeah.
The boost has been taken by allies. An agent needs assistance.
Oh man. Patch yourself up, soldier. You're still in the fight. GG's, GG's. All right.
One. Well done.
And there you have it. PvE gameplay, PvP gameplay, and I'm pretty sure I just got MVP with the freaking Caretaker. Perfect killer. Get over 300% crit hit damage. Look at that. Hey. Perfect killer. Look at that. The Caretaker. GG's. All right. 4 million XP. I went MVP 9, 1, and 2. 47.8 million damage with Perfect Killer, Caretaker, and PvP. Hit the like, subscribe. You know all the YouTube spiel. I'm Kamikazevondoom. Take care of yourself. Have a great day. See you in the next one. Peace out.